One thing I touched upon, because I was involved in our assistance to Poland in 89, 90, and 91 when the wall came down. And I see some significant comparisons between Ukraine and Poland, so I would ask people about these. Both had huge debts, were in economic freefall. People don't remember now how bad the Polish economy was at that point. I was the U.S. debt collector essentially from 85 to 88 when I worked in the embassy in Warsaw, and I had to go in and pound on the finance ministry's desk and say, please pay. You just had a debt rescheduling agreement. You agreed to make these payments. Why aren't you paying? I was moderately successful, nothing more than that, and had nothing to do with me, had to do with their deciding they were going to do that. But, the reality is there are many more differences. There are, the economic situation may have a comparison, but something that came back repeatedly was this issue: is Ukraine in year 1 or 2, or is Ukraine in year 24? And for many of the reform elements, Ukraine is not a destitute communist system the way Poland was in 1989. It's something different. I'm not sure I can describe what it is, but it's something different. And particularly to the European Commission, I asked some of the people there, what year is Ukraine in? And they said clearly 24. They have been doing this for 24 years. And they have seen the positive glow that we have again now, that we had at the time of the Orange Revolution. And too often they've seen that positive glow disappear. Now, Nick mentioned the fact that the member states, I think I was told that only 3 member states are running their own assistance programs in Ukraine. Now, I've not checked that data point, so I can't confirm it. The Commission, in its own part, has some of the biggest programs they've ever run. They're running in Ukraine. The latest agreement was for 1.8 billion euros. Now, when you think about the money Ukraine needs, this is not a lot of money. This is the largest macro-financial program the EU has had. So, they're doing things of an unprecedented nature, but it's not the types of numbers that Ukraine would hope that they would be talking about. Now, having worked on U.S. assistance, I looked a little bit at this, and I wrote an article in early June in National Interest on it. What's fascinating to me is we're doing a whole panoply of assistance, different things, providing advisors to ministers, things that we did in other Central and Eastern European countries previously. But on the big picture of helping them deal with their, meet their financing needs, we're doing credit guarantees. And it was fascinating in the 89, 90, 91 period, we would not do credit guarantees. We used grant money, foreign assistance funds, but we purposely used those because it would not put an additional burden on Poland. Now, in this case, we're doing the opposite. If you read the first President Bush's book that he wrote with Brent Scowcroft, he talks about all the budget problems we had in those times. This was before the Andrews Air Force Base budget agreement. Well, we know we have budget problems again now, but it plays both ways.